Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So I'm going to be showing you a free-to-play setups or my free-to-play account setups on how to beat Saix B's a quest right here, the event. If you guys don't know this account, 206 days and the polls are very low. Medals purchased with jewels is 161, so that's 16 polls over 206 days. So my setup for this is basically, this is what I used for the first 12 quests. It worked out beautifully. It was really easy with this. I want to go with something very simple that everybody should have or be able to copy. Now, Maleficent B, if you guys don't have her fully guilted, you can farm her right now in Union Cross. You just got to do the Angry Adventurer in the mines, but the one you have to do is the one that where you spawn is where the quest ends with Adventurer right in the top. So after you kill all the mobs, it spawns an Adventurer. It's right in the same area where you spawned into the quest. That's the one that drops Maleficent Bees. So farm that as much as you can and try to get 1,000 strength or negative 60 ground. If you get negative 60 ground, better. If you get 1,000 strength, good. But either way, the trait is not necessary. The trait is just more damage. Basically this setup, the traits on here is literally that. Nothing else is guilted. Nothing else has traits. This might have it. Nope, nothing has traits. Nothing's guilted, guys. Not even my key art Sky is guilted. So there is nothing here that is guilted except for a farmable medal right now in Union Cross. And I used 3 wishes for the entire thing up to quest 13. So I'm going to show you quest 12 right now. This is exactly the pattern you guys want to take with quest 12. If you don't have a Cogsworth, it's very easy to get, kind of. It's not very easy to get, but a lot of people should have it just from polling. And if you don't have it, look for another buffing medal that, like, go like this. Push this button here, try single and see what comes up. So you have Donald and Daisy, you have Genie, you have, honestly, Cogsworth is the best one. If you have to have extra attack on her, that's 2 buffs right there. And then you can get 1 more buff here. Even a ×3 buff is totally fine. Just make sure it's single target and not AoE. So this is what I did. Hopefully this helps you out. This is quest 12. My friend medal is a key art beginning, fully guilted with negative 60 ground on it and 1,000 strength. Now the only thing necessary, or not even necessary, is the negative 60 ground trait. You guys can probably get away with not using it, or just using other medals that are fully guilted and AoE or single target, preferably single target. So the heavier the medal's damage, the better. Just look for the best medal you can that's magic, so you can do some decent damage. I'm just going to copy my Maleficent B here and show you exactly what I did. So I'm going to grab this chest right here for the SP because I don't have full SP. It's not necessary, but how you beat this quest, there's multiple ways, guys. There's other people doing it, but I'm just going to show you the way I did on my free-to-play account. All your buffs are going to go on the wolf except for this Kyrie right here. This is the only one that's not going to. And let's say you have something that does too many hits and the wolf's about to attack you. You can technically hit the poison archer and you still should be fine and then activate your Kyrie. So I'm going to copy Cogsworth here. I now have a ×3 strength buff with a ×5 magic buff. And you're going to see Maleficent B with attack boost 3, SP gauge 2, max. The SP gauge 2 is not necessary to do any of this. It is nice. I just put it because Maleficent does have high SP cost. All you need is attack boost 3 or 4. You don't need max. It just takes away a lot of the RNG. And now you can see that he's down. All the 3 archers are gone. I made it look really easy. It is really easy as long as you guys got the right medals. And this is very easy to copy, guys. If you guys pulled at least once from the key art banner, you got this. The second chance didn't go off here, but you guys can see on turn 2, I would totally wipe this guy out. I'm going to do it again just in case. Show you guys on camera if you don't believe me, but trust me, this works. This works really good. And all you gotta do is farm Union Cross. You guys have 11 days or 10 days before this event ends, so farm that Maleficent. The best way to do it, to farm the Angry Adventurer, is get a partner, a party member, and join the quest together. That way you make an instant for yourself instead of joining one that's already exists. If you guys don't get the certain quest, just back out and go back in, and it'll give you a different quest every single time until you find the quest you need. And then you guys can farm Maleficent Bees guilt her, and then from there, this is straightforward, easy. So you guys don't have to use the key art beginnings either. You can use a friend metal Zigbar B. You can use any heavy hitting metal. You just want to be able to do some damage to him. You want to complement your Maleficent B. So Zigbar B, friend metal, really good. A lot of people have it, so use that as well. I'm just going for the key art beginnings here because it was really good for the entire quest. It wasn't necessary, but it worked out beautifully. Again, those negative 60 traits helps, but it's not necessary either. So one more time here, and then we're going to go to quest 13. I'm going to show you guys how I passed quest 13. That wasn't hard at all. It was hard because of RNG, how many resets I had to do over and over and over again. But I'm going to show you what I did on this account. It's another free-to-play turtle stance. Obviously, turtle is the best way to go if you don't have fully gilted medals. They're going to take away, take these guys out in 4 attacks. Because you can do it with second chance if you can do like really heavy hits the first turn and heavy hits the second turn. We'll get to that point after. So second chance does not want to activate, guys. I'm sorry, it doesn't want to activate. I'm telling you this is possible. One more quick time, just for the sake of the video. I'm gonna do this one more time. But quest 13 is all about RNG. So is this. Like everything before this, the same exact setup works for everything, guys. Every single part of this quest, this works perfectly. And it's a lot easier the quest before this because he has a counter of 15 above his head. And you guys can see Maleficent B does a lot of damage, especially if you have attack boost 4 on her. You're looking at a lot more damage. I'm only using attack boost 3s on these guys. It is max, it's guaranteed damage, takes away a lot of the RNG, but that's the whole thing. And I don't have to use Nova for this either. Please, game, second chance just to show this on video, please. Like, it's not even that low. There we go. You just gotta say please. Sometimes you just gotta be so nice to the game that it respects it. Alright, so here you go. You guys gonna see, I think just my Maleficent B is almost enough. It's definitely not enough, but it's almost enough. Like, amazing damage. There you go, all the way down to almost 1. If you guys have good Nova, it's still good. Zigbar B would do really good here, guys, or any fully gilted metal. Like, look at that. That is overkill. So, that's quest 12 and before. The same exact setup. I went through the whole entire mission. All 12 quests. So, let's go to number 13. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. I understand that, but look at this setup as take ideas out of it. Take ideas out of it, and near the end of the video, I'll show you guys some medals to recommend. Most of you have seen from my first video, like Jumba, really good medal because it's single target. But here's a setup I used. Let's see if I can go to equipment and show you perks. Or if it even is called traits. Sorry, traits. So, Slaw 1, extra attack. Pluto B obviously has extra attack. Not necessary, but it does help. Once I got rid of one guy, I didn't need to use his attack anymore because I relied on my friend medal. But max HP is on... I forget who it is. I think it's this guy right here. Yeah. Moogly and Pals, really good medal to have in here. That has 800 HP and that has extra attack. Everything else, guys, you know already, not guilted. Just defense boost 2 on here, defense boost 2 on my Pluto, and defense boost 3 on my Moogly and Plows because I have no problem sacrificing them to another medal later on because it's farmable. I can farm another copy of it so I can destroy this medal into another medal anytime I want. Now, let me show you the friend medal I used. Get into this quest and I'm going to show you exactly how to run this. It's a certain way you guys got to run this. So this is the Keyblade. And this is the medal I'm using for a friend medal. Cinderella and Jack, extra attack, and the skill is SP gauge 1. This works out perfectly because of her, most of it. The Moogly and Pals really helps you guys take away a lot of the RNG. Like if you guys can fit it somewhere, it does a ×1 strength buff, restores your HP, and it takes away the paralysis. So really good. So here's what the issue is. You guys want to... I know avoiding counter seemed like the good idea, but in this situation, when I buff here, I'm actually going to hit the wolf. I'm going to use my Illustrated Kyrie 2, restore my SP, use Nova, so that the wolf's going to hit me, and the paralysis is going to hit me off the dual Durandal. So I'm going to move my head down here so you guys can see all my HP, because the HP does become kind of crazy. So there you go. If that didn't skip through, that would have been... Well, let's see what happens here. Second chance. So let me just try to continue from this point. Let's see what happens. Second chance goes off, but what was supposed to happen is I was going to activate Moogly and Pals. Moogly and Pals was going to restore my HP and take away paralysis, but now that's not going to happen. But basically what you want to do is that was going to happen after Moogly and Pals. You want to slowly kill the dual Durandal first. He's going to paralyze me, and then I would have used it. I'm going to see if I can do a proper one here, because this looks pretty bad. Let's try this again. So let me go back into this. Again, this is all RNG. It's not that it's easy like, oh, I did it. It took like 10 or 12 tries with this setup. So it takes a lot of retries. It'd probably take a lot more if I didn't get super lucky, but I got super lucky on one of the runs. But I just want to show you guys how to mimic this perfectly. You got to make sure that you can get both of these guys off right before your Moogly Pals. Now, everything on this Keyblade is set up for a reason. I want Pluto in the starting to get those buffs on right away, so when I trigger the Woof, he doesn't kill me. So that's why Pluto's in the beginning. Moogle's over here because of this situation right here. I'm going to get hit by the Woof, and I'm going to get paralyzed, but Moogly and Pals is going to take care of all that if RNG falls in my favor right here. So this takes away the whole paralysis RNG. So paralysis didn't skip the Moogly and Pals. I healed, and I got rid of paralysis. Now I can just hit this guy and carry on with my game. Now right here is another thing you guys want to take in. You want to activate your Cinderella every single turn. Even if dual Durandal hits you, Cinderella, if you can activate her all the time, you don't have to activate Pluto B anymore, because you need that ×4. Activating Pluto B is good because this is going to take away some buffs here, so they have a chance of killing you, which is really bad. But you guys see that? If you can activate Pluto B, activate it. 3 SP, it's AoE, it gives back 2 SP almost. So I'm going to do that again just to make sure, just in case Cinderella doesn't activate because of paralysis, then I definitely have to do this. But you guys can see I'm surviving from this point now. Now, it's the whole trying to get past paralysis. If paralysis doesn't trigger anywhere, I can slowly take that guy away. I'm paralyzed, but boom, here you go, guys. Moogly and Pals takes care of that. It wasn't a good idea to activate it right now because I already had the dual Durandal, so I should have just skipped that. But you guys can see I'm surviving. That's the whole point. You're surviving and you're slowly killing everybody. So keep an eye on the counters. Obviously, I don't have to use Moogly and Pals anymore. I'm losing that ×1 buff, but I'm making sure I'm not going to get paralyzed here. The Wolf's going to hit me, but I'm full of defense power buff that I'm totally fine. I'm going to skip on the Moogly here, activate my Zigbar again. Hopefully, I can activate Cinderella and Jack because that is a good buff right there. And a heal. I can't. Hopefully, I survive this as well. No, because the dual Durandal took away enough. Second chance activates, so on and so on. You guys just want to keep doing this over and over and over until that dual Durandal's dead. And from that point, it's pretty much game, because you just need to activate Pluto B once and Cinderella twice, and the Moogly and Pals really helps gets rid of that paralysis. So just make sure you start off the battle like that. Have the Keyblade look like this. Pluto B in the starting, Moogly and Pals right before your main attacker, because you want to make sure Zigbar is always going off. I did it in 2 or 3 turns. I killed the dual Durandal, and after that, I went after the Wolf, and then when the Wolf was dead, I went after the Ogre. That's how I did this quest. And when I was facing the Ogre, all you had to activate is Cinderella. If he paralyzes you, activate Pluto just in case. But that is organization event on my free-to-play account. This was fully free-to-play. I was going to guilt my Key Art Sky and go for an Olympia setup. I was going to put Key Art Sky here with like another medal here and go crazy, try to go like one big hit, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go as free to play as I can, and this is what I did. Obviously, if I find other strategies, I will post them, make a video. Check out my Discord. There's so much in the strategy section right now, and so many people have different strategies that can help you out. So in the description, Discord links there. Check it out. Go to go to the channel that says KHUX Strategies and ask for help there and show your strategies and look up the strategies there. A lot of help, guys, in the Discord if you need it. Hopefully this helped you out. Let me know in the comment section. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.